Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. I'm really excited for today's DIY, so we're just going to get straight into it. I'm starting off with a really big bauble here. You want a clear bauble. I'm also using a thrifted candle holder. So what you want to do is turn this upside down so that this part here goes into the hole. So just like this. And I'm just going to be starting by placing some artificial snow into the bauble. And then I'm going to take a tree. I'm taking this gold tree here. So this is everything that I have inside my bauble, which is kind of like a snow globe right now. I've got my house, my artificial snow, and my gold tree. And I'm going to place that inside, and of course you can secure that in with some glue. For now, I'm just going to set this aside because we're going to be working on the candle holder. And it's going to be easier for me to lay it down like this so that you can see it a little bit better. We're going to be making an arrangement just to make this look prettier. And I'm starting off with these artificial greenery sprigs. I'm going to just place some on the candle holder. So these actually came off a wreath. I love to take wreaths apart. And I'm going to use another piece and just bring it down a little bit lower right here. And these are wonderful because I've already got the artificial snow on there. And really, you can use these DIYs, I think, throughout winter as well, not just for Christmas. And I love crafts this time of year because you can grab a whole bunch just from nature, so you don't have to spend too much. I love going foraging, so I've got some little pine cones here that I'm going to place in the arrangement as well. Then I'm going to take this acorn, I'm just going to stick that in the centre. And then a cinnamon stick, and these smell amazing. Let's stick that right here. And I'm also taking this orange slice, and you can do these yourself or you can just buy them ready-made, dried like this. And I think I'm going to add that on the cinnamon stick like that. I'll also be adding some berries. I've got some red and orange ones. And I'm going to want to just make sure that all of this is filled as well. I don't want any gaps, so let's have a look. I've got some red berries. I think that looks really good there. None of this is planned, so just have a play around. There's no right or wrong. Sometimes you just swap things out, replace things. I've got some orange berries. These don't seem to be fitting in at the moment. We have some more pine cones. I think we need some greenery here. I'm taking this big pine cone to fill that space there. I'm taking this gold wooden embellishment off this peg, so I've just removed it off there. I want to add that in this gap here. It fits perfectly. In this small gap here, I'm just taking this gold bauble, turning it upside down, and we're going to be sticking that in place like that. So I have this little gap here which I really wanted to fill, but it just doesn't look right, so I'm going to keep it like that. It actually looks really nice once I've added the snow globe on. So again, just secure that with glue, and this is a finished project. And here's a better look at the finished project. I really love this one. I think the beauty is in the simplicity. I love the colours, the natural elements, and also of course the cute snow globe on the top. I also wanted to add, as you can see here, I've added these little stickers, snowflake stickers. It really just gave it that finishing touch, and a little bit of snow spray on top of the bauble. And just before we get into the second project, I wanted to let you all know this is part of a Christmas collab, so there's lots of other ideas for you to enjoy in a playlist. It's going to be pinned in my comments, so you can check that out once you're done watching my video. Please send some love to them. It's raining now, so you might be able to hear it. Hopefully it's nice ambience. I'm going to be starting off with a bark, a piece of wood I found in the park, and also this, but I'm going to start with sticking this this is actually a ornament, and I have chopped off the little bit that hangs. I'm going to stick my felted reindeer here. I love that he looks quite vintage, and I'm going to really be going with a rustic style here again. I think rustic really suits Christmas time and winter crafts. And then let's add this, some glue on the ends. Again, I'm going to be using some berries, this time this cluster here. They're really lovely and bright. These are all one piece, but I am taking them apart like this, so I'm just going to snip that off. And of course we're going to attach these with our hot glue, and these stick pretty easily. So we're really just going to be creating an arrangement on this wood piece. Let's take some greenery, and I'm taking this red berry. I bought a pack off the deal. And I'm going to stick the berry at the back. This is actually on some wire. And that's good because it gives it some length. Sometimes I cut them off the wire. And I think that's going to look really good over here. I'm going to add another berry actually. That looks much better at 2. Does 3 look good? No, 2 is better. So I'm sticking that right here. This is a pine cone that I got from a wreath, so it's got glitter on already. I usually turn them around, but I do like the little bit that it gives this. Even though I'm probably going to go over everything with some snow spray anyway. Let's take a small pine cone. This is one of the ones that I've collected. And I love that they come in so many different shapes, colours, sizes. Just makes everything interesting when you're crafting with them. And this is moss I have collected as well, so I'm just going to go ahead and stick this down. I like that it's not reindeer moss. Sometimes I do like using reindeer moss, but I think for this project it's kind of nice that it's a subtle green and it's quite flat, whereas reindeer moss is really chunky. So I'm going to fill in some of these brown spaces with the moss. And look at it, it's already coming along. It's really simple, inexpensive to make. What do you look forward to in winter time? I really like the shorter, darker days. I know a lot of people don't like that, but there's just a coziness to it. And I like going out to the stores and all the lights just look really lovely. And there's also a lot of like lantern festivals around this time, so I'm really looking forward to that, as well as pumpkin patches. These are some more bits of a wreath, believe it or not. I can't believe how many wreaths I recycle. I get them cheap from like the thrift store, and it just works out really well when you're a crafter because you've got all the little elements that you can reuse. So I'm going to use these berries. I'm going to keep it long like this, but I really don't like the leaf on there. It's just really bad, so I'm going to just cut these off. They're secured on with a wire. I'm adding some greenery right here, and I think I want to take that up as well, like the other piece around there. We're also covering the stick holding the berries. And then we're bringing another piece of greenery right behind here. So again, creating an arrangement on the side here. I'm taking another pine cone with a silver glitter, and I'm going to stick that right here on the side. I'm going to get rid of the wire because I don't need that. I fell in love with this lamppost. I was so happy when I found this. It even has a button with 2 different lights on, and I knew I'm going to be reusing this for multiple winter and Christmas projects. I'm going to place that right here, and again this was from the deal. I'll leave the link in the description box. I always say Christmas and winter crafts is so much more magical when you add fairy lights or any kind of light to it, so this is really going to be just a great way to complete the project. And I really want to add this squirrel, a lying down squirrel. It's absolutely cute. I really love the woodland theme for Christmas as well, and winter, as I've been saying. This project really you can use for both. How cute is this? Again, off the deal. I really love that website for all my craft supplies. And I'm just going to attach him with my hot glue, just a drop. And I believe I'm done now, so what I want to do is just add a little light layer of snow spray, and I'll show you what it looks like. So after completing the first project, I thought that was my favourite, but then when I finished the second project, that definitely crawled its way into my heart, and it's definitely number one. The candle holder is number two. I really think this is just so cute and magical. It captures, that magic of Christmas and winter, and I feel like this should be mass produced, honestly, because everyone deserves something this cute and magical in their homes. Just look at the different lighting as well. It really adds to it, doesn't it? Now we're on to the last project, and I really wanted to create a floating teacup for Christmas. So I have this. I thought it looks quite Christmassy. I really love that it's vintage. That's one of my styles that I like. Now, depending on the size of the cup and the weight, usually I use a fork inside, or like a coat hanger, a metal coat hanger. This time, because this is really small and light, I'm just going to be using pieces of wood, bamboo that I've got. So we're going to begin by sticking the first one inside. You actually need to use a generous amount of glue. So if you have a bigger teacup, you're going to be doing the same process, but just using a fork instead. So my bamboo are small. I'm just going to add hot glue to the end of this one to secure the other one on top. And then I'm going to add a little gift right here to hide the stick, and you can do the same again with your fork. And now we're going to add glue to the base to stick the cup down. So this part here, lots of glue needed here. And then on top as well, just to secure that in and hold it until it sets. The next thing I want to add to my saucer is this ornament, which I really love. We only have cars, but I like the trucks with the trees, so this is as close as I can get, and I'm going to stick this down here. And then to cover up the sticks, I'm going to be using the same greenery, and again just making an arrangement with everything I've used, the berries and the pine cones. I'm going to be using some more sprigs this time, these snowy ones. Oh, these are actually on wire. My scissors still managed to cut through that. I'm going to bring back the big berries, and it's really lovely because it goes with the car here. And I think I'm going to add that to the back, even though we are supposed to be covering the base, the secret tool that we're using. But I do really like how it looks from the back. And then I'm going to be using the other piece to bring back here. Doesn't that look lovely? So again, I don't need the leaf, and I'm going to cut it from here. I'm going to be using another bauble upside down to add to the arrangement, so really just using a lot of the elements that I have already used. Again, just make sure that you're filling those empty gaps, so taking some greenery, we're going to place this at the bottom. And then another here. I think another star. At least it matches all the other projects as well. I think that looks lovely there. And we have an empty gap here, so that fits perfectly. Just really try to fill up the empty spaces. I've taken one of these stickers and I've just placed it on top of the pine cone. I really love that. It just adds a little bit of whimsical touch to it. And then we have space right here, so what I want to do is place this bauble right there, and I think we are finished. And this is the final project from today. I really am happy with all of them. I hope that you love them as much as I do, and that you leave feeling inspired. As usual, let me know your favourite project in the comments below, and don't forget to check out the playlist with the rest of my friends. Here's one final look at all of the projects. Please do leave me a like and subscribe. Share this video if you have enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.